The approach of OnePlus to the release of smartphones is markedly different from other manufacturers. It is not sprayed into different price ranges and does not offer a lot of models for different categories of users. Instead, it has been doing the same device for a year already, releasing its updates 1 to 2 times a year. In a nutshell, this is the flagship at a price lower than that of competitors. And even though with each new model, the cost gradually rises, it still remains competitive. Let us see how the next killer flagships turned out, as the manufacturer once called its offspring. Equipment: the smartphone comes in a rather large box in branded red and white colors. Inside you can also find a charger, a USB cable, a clip for removing the SIM card tray, a quick start guide and a silicone transparent case, a commendable practice that the manufacturer started with the previous model, OnePlus 5T. A protective film is pasted on the screen from the box. Design and ergonomics: with each new model, the OnePlus design becomes more rounded and sleek, although a certain continuity and recognition of the design still remains. In the 6, the manufacturer refused the all-metal case. The smartphone has aluminum side edges, but the back panel is now made of glass. The device is offered in 3 colors, white with gold, silk white, and 2 versions of black, mirror black with a glossy back panel and midnight black, with a matte. The editors visited the second option. Glossy glass is expected to be very slippery, so that the presence of a complete cover is welcome. If the user is not satisfied with either the glare or the protective case over the smartphone, midnight black might be an acceptable option for him. His matte surface looks very close to the aluminum cover of the OnePlus 5T, but it still remains to the touch pretty slippery. Unfortunately, the use of the glass back panel did not add wireless charging to the smartphone, as well as moisture resistance, despite the statement on the OnePlus website water resistant. Guard against rain: this model does not have an official IP rating, and the manufacturer does not recommend using the very next offer him during the voyage. Like many other smartphones with this type of screen, in the settings of OnePlus 6, you can turn on the display of black bars on the sides of the monobrow, which completely hide its presence. The benefit of the AMOLED screen is black, really black, and consider the cut edges. In this case it becomes almost impossible. Like the previous model, the fingerprint scanner is located at the back, under the flash and with the lens unit, which are now located in the center rather than in the upper left corner. The location of the buttons also changed a bit. The power button is still on the right, but above it is no longer the SIM card tray, but the proprietary notification mode switch. SIM cards are now installed on the left side. 2 nano SIM are supported. You cannot install a memory card instead of one of them, above the volume rocker. At the bottom, you can find a multimedia speaker, microphone, USB Type-C port and a mini jack for connecting a headset. The dimensions of the case almost did not change. The 6 became even a bit narrower, less than half a millimeter, so much higher and half a millimeter thicker, but it added noticeably in weight, as much as 15 grams. As a result, in terms of ergonomics, the OnePlus 6 is almost not different from 5T. It lies well in the hand. The smoothed side faces do not stick into the palm. The width does not feel excessive. However, it will not work to reach the top of the screen with one hand. But the claims made by us in the 5T review regarding the position of the conversational dynamics are also true for the OnePlus 6. It would be better to swap it with a mini jack, because during games or watching a video, in other words, in the horizontal orientation of the device, the speaker holes are easy overlap by hand.